Hello and welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Dissertation Diaries. My name is Marty and today is Sunday, August 13th, 2023. Let's talk a little bit about this week. First of all, Dr. Lawrence passed the focus group protocol to Dr. Jefferson on Monday, and I started mapping out the steps needed to get to AQR so that I can stay moving forward with multiple moving parts. I created a process diagram for obtaining IRB approval. I completed it. I submitted the ISP to the LMS. I posted the LDP entry. Per guidance from Dr. Jefferson, I restored an earlier version of a MAXQDA file and gave it a name. I renamed the old one, set it aside. This one had 435 codes. It looked like it was ready to be collapsed and analyzed. The next day, I did it again. I wasn't sure, and I'm still not sure. Yesterday, I started collapsing codes and created a pre-collapse code book. Today, I lost faith in that approach because what I was doing is I was treating codes as a category. I might have some codes on... I don't even have the list in front of me. I might have some codes that talk about maybe the structure of the organization as it passed on. Maybe it was divested and spun off and then reacquired. So I created one code for the ownership structure evolution, and I started collapsing codes into it. The original codes, not quite, but mostly, the original codes just have a description, a summary of what was going on. The participant said this, or the participant did that, or these were the merger motivations. I could clap those all into a single merger motivation code, but I don't know that that's correct because then I lose any sight of what the different merger motivations were. So right now they're all fairly descriptive and there's one text segment per code. And then I was trying to collapse them into common codes that shared that, and I realized that wasn't cool. I didn't think it'd be cool because I just have merger motivation. Well, what category does that go into? Because there may be nuances in the different merger motivations, and in fact, I know there are that have meaning. So I can't call it out just merger motivation. I decided that what I need to do is go back and reread the coding material, understand the different structures of codes and how they could be put together. I watched a great little video, half an hour or so online, and I started rereading Johnny Saldaña's book on coding. Fresh eyes, makes a lot more sense this time. I think that's where I'm going to put my effort this week, is really reading through that book. It's 400 some odd pages, so it's a lot to get done over nights and weekends, but whatever. I'll try to hit it with fresh eyes, go through and reread that and come up with a coding plan for first cycle coding and second cycle coding. And then document what I'm doing. I think I've got first cycle coding. I'll need to go back and reconstruct my code book as of March 21st it was, before I did the changes yesterday. Because it's mostly there, it has, 5 or 10 collapsed into participant background and merger background. And some of the codes are not very descriptive. So I think I can just go through and clean that up and start with a fresh set of 433 unique codes, each with one text entry. And I'll call that descriptive coding and let that be my blank slate. And then I can go through and do second cycle coding and then categorization and theming. And I can get feedback from Dr. Jefferson throughout this process. So I think that's my plan this week, to go through, reread the book, maybe on the weekend, reset the thing to a clean slate of descriptive codes, and then move forward. This is for the interviews. I'm also working with Qualtrics already. I met with them Thursday. I guess I didn't say that on there, but I met with Qualtrics on Thursday and talked to them about putting together focus groups. But for reanalyzing the interviews, I think I got a good set of first cycle codes. I'll reread Saldaña's book, get the first cycle codes there to where I'm happy with them, meet with request time with Dr. Jefferson to talk through them. That's my plan. That's what I'm doing. Hope you're doing well. Take care.